What up, YouTube? Brokefarmer back for another video on this beautiful day, y'all. I got some raised beds that are trash. And I'm gonna do like Beyonce say, let me upgrade you, upgrade you. All right, I never go into the into the solution without saying what the problem is. Now, wooden beds, yeah, first couple years I had them fantastic, spectacular. Now I've been going through, get rid of my other wooden raised beds. It's time to upgrade this one, y'all. It's time. But let's go through some of the raised beds because all raised beds aren't made the same. So let's just talk about it. Wooden raised beds, maybe 3 to 4 years, give or take. All right, these some beds I installed this year. These are some short 4x2s, I think, which are pretty nice. I got one over there too. I didn't check to see was they galvanized. A company sent me these for free. I don't know. I got to see how it goes so far. But these are pretty sturdy. Those two. I don't know yet. All right, a company also sent me these 4 raised beds. Now, not as sturdy as that one. Not as sturdy. Yeah. And what happens is they start to rust out. Can you see that rust? You can't see that rust. Can you see the rust over there though? They start to rust out. And you got to upgrade them. Well, bro, what you gonna upgrade them with? Stop with all this. All right, voila. This is what I'm talking about. I spent my money on these. These were on sale for $69.99 a piece. I just got paid, so I got 2 of them. Now this right here, you see, can you tell the difference in sound? This is galvanized steel. This is rated to last 25 to 30 years without rusting. My brother, So Good Garden, we were on live the other night and he was talking about these galvanized raised beds. And I said, Calvin, as long as they keep giving me free beds, I'm gonna take them. But I was in Tractor Supply today and I said, these cost more than I want to spend. But for 25 to 30 years of gardening, I think it's an investment. Now I got 2 of the round ones. I think these are maybe, I'm gonna measure with my elbow, maybe 4 by 4. I get a lot of vegetables and food in these, and I can do a lot of things. And those other 2 beds far to the far back, I'm gonna replace them with long galvanized raised beds like the ones we just talked about over there. And what it'll be, they will be 6 by 2, and they should last 25, 30 years. And I'm gonna get rid of that one and that one. I see the rust on it. I was thinking about it, but all these beds got rust on them, all of them. So we're gonna do what we can afford to do. You know what I mean? So that one and that one will be gone next. But bro, how you gonna fill the soil up? I'm glad you asked. From here. Now, these are my potatoes, and this is my second crop of white potatoes. They didn't grow as well in all this heat as they did during the winter time going into spring. So we're gonna take this soil. We ain't wasting no soil. We're taking all this soil, and that's what we're gonna do. But let's see if we got any potatoes. I don't think so, but let's see. Just for fun. So let me give y'all the details before we start pulling that soil and filling this up. This is cheaper version weed barrier. And I know what I said about weed barrier. Don't worry about that. I don't want no weeds. I'm just simplifying my life when it comes to gardening, y'all. Is this organic? Hell no. Am I still gonna put it down? Hell yeah. All right, moving on. So I got some cardboard, you know, that some of my neighbors gave to me. Yeah, this was given to me. No, I don't drink like that, y'all. I don't want y'all to think I drink a lot. I don't. I just say no. I just say no. But my neighbor said, hey, bro, I know you're a gardener. You know, would you like to use some of my bad beer boxes? Sure. Give me your beer boxes. Sure. I'll use them. That's how that came about. Really. Believe me. That's exactly almost how it happened. All right, so we got a bunch of cardboard in here. And these are my bill shreds. Look here, y'all. These are a little bigger than the other ones. I want to say these are almost 2 feet high. So it's going to take a lot of soil, y'all. So we're going to use what we got to get what we want. Shouts out to the Players Club. And that's the bottom layer of my raised bed. All right. So I got my little bucket there in case I get some potatoes. I don't think I'm going to get much. I'm going to put all the soil in there and take it over to my new raised beds. So this is the hard part. This is where the work comes in. Everybody want a good harvest, but they don't want to work for it. Let's get all these out. And I will say this. Planting your potatoes, white potatoes, in late winter, 10 times better than planting your succession planting of potatoes in the hot summer. Does not work that well. I don't think I'm going to get any potatoes. But I've been wrong before. Actually, I've been wrong plenty of times, but don't tell nobody. All right, we got one potato. Small potato, small potatoes. All right, let's get all the plants out, get all the grass out. Get all this out. And as we shovel, we're gonna look for potatoes. And these potatoes ain't been in the ground, I don't know, maybe 3 months at the most. That's why I'm saying I'm not predicting a big harvest. But if I do get some, I don't know what kind of potato that is. It ran into something while growing. But we're gonna get all this soil out so we'll be able to see if there's any potatoes in here. But these some small potatoes, y'all. All right, I don't think there's no potatoes in there, y'all. Look at this soil. And everybody who buying soil every year, you are rich. I ain't that much soil in the goddamn world. Goddamn, get you some compost and get you some fertilizer. Rejuvenate that bed. Make it new again. Rejuvenate. The rejuvenator. I got garlic in there. Y'all. Don't throw that over there. But I don't think no potatoes in here. So if I do find some potatoes, I'll come back and show you at the end. But I ain't no potatoes in there, y'all. I'm gonna show you what it look like when I'm filling the beds up. All right. I used to say I didn't like this weed barrier because, I don't know, 3 years it's been up under here and it hasn't broken down. It wasn't natural. You know, natural things are, I don't mean organic, I just mean natural things naturally break down over time, and this didn't. But I'm a new man and I don't give a goddamn if it don't break down. It's going under all my new raised beds. But that was the reason why. Now, if the first person come in my comments talking about it's bad for the planet, shut up. I'm just gonna put that comment right under your comment. Shut up. All right, let's get this bed out here. Just falling apart. All right, that's another project done and more to go. I'll probably put my some containers in there because no weeds or nothing is coming up through it. So, yeah. And if you wonder about wooden raised beds and how long they last, in my zone, probably 3 years. Yeah, I always got to go outside the road, y'all. Now, I was just sitting here saying what I was going to do with this. I done changed my mind already. I'm going to put one of those galvanized raised beds right here because my trellis is right here. So, well, I don't have to spend so much money. One galvanized there, and then I take out one over there. And then leave these 3 till they rust to death. Yeah, I think it's cheaper like that. That's the finished product so far. Oh, and that's how many potatoes I got. Small potatoes, small potatoes. All right, I got that one filled all the way up. That's halfway. I think I'm gonna dig some more soil out of that bed over there. And that's what it's looking like so far, y'all. All right, y'all. All I'm saying is I can't be on a journey to self-sufficiency when I'm out here killing myself trying to weed everything and get everything right. So I got to make smarter decisions. One of those smarter decisions is galvanized raised beds. They're way more expensive, but they're rated to resist rust 25 to 30 years. I can deal with that for $70, y'all. So as things start to wear out, I'm gonna buy things that last forever because I'm gonna have a forever garden. Now, if you got any comments or things you felt like I did wrong today, keep them to yourself. Yeah, keep them to yourself. Look, I don't need nobody telling me how to garden in my backyard. Now, if you got anything positive to say and good vibes, put all those good vibes and that positivity in the comments, man. I appreciate y'all watching, man. Y'all have an awesome day. All right, y'all, we had a real bad storm last night. I found my trash can in the front yard. This heavy pipe got knocked over. Stuff knocked over all around. If you can, as soon as you get a minute, turn your pipes over. Look at that. Knocked over my little tomatoes. They already were looking bad. Oh, how much. I can see the roots coming out of the ground. I mean, coming out of the bucket into the ground. Am I looking at this right? Those are tomato roots coming out of the bottom. That's crazy. More roots than fruit. That's why. All right. Get that back up. I didn't know that this tomato plant had got this big. That's crazy work. All right. Got my tomato back up. What else don't fell over? God darn. How come the heavy pots fell over? I got this little lime tree. It already want to die. All right, I think that's all, y'all. I thought it was going to be more damage, so I cut on the camera. Not as bad as I thought. I don't understand why they knocked these little pots over. None of these pots are knocked over. Even the little pots over there ain't knocked over. So it ain't all that bad. I'm just looking through. Everything's still standing, y'all. Catch y'all in the next video.